You would think that Republicans have already used pretty much every excuse possible to stop even the most common sense gun safety legislation from being passed. Well, they apparently had one waiting in the wings. It's killer cows, as you could probably tell from the footage there. During a hearing on a proposal to not like to stop guns from being bought, this is just for safe storage of firearms. State Senator Warren Limmer argued that you need your guns readily at hand in case cows come a-calling. Take a look.
There's another segment of our population that often requires guns in their occupation. I'm talking about rural farm people that are living out in rural areas. They not only have to have concerns about predation, but they also have concerns about their own domestic farm animals. Farm animals at times can be very dangerous. Take, for example, a cow who just recently had a calf. You even walk too close to a cow and it'll take you down and trample you into dust. And many farmers have a readily available gun just for those emergencies. Fumbling around with a lock while a cow or a bull or any other animal is going after your daughter or your son, you can't fumble around with a key or try and find the lockbox.
Okay, look, I'm inclined to mock that man, but I won't, because there is something to what he said. Cows are very big animals, and as he said, in some circumstances, like after they've had a calf, they can be dangerous and they can trample you into dust. I believe that's why it was referred to as the Dust Bowl. Hundreds of thousands of people were just trampled until there was nothing but a Thanos-like powder. But that's stupid as hell is, I think, how I would describe it. When you have a law or a regulation for safe storage of guns, it doesn't mean that you can never have the gun out of the storage. It doesn't mean that you can't have a gun around when you're for some reason walking around a cow that just had a calf. It doesn't mean any of those things. It just means that you're not supposed to leave it just laying on a dresser overnight. You're not supposed to leave it where a kid could get it and blow themselves to pieces. You know, a kid just took, this is in the last like 2 days, found a pistol in their mom's purse and shot and killed themselves. That just happened. And I understand that if there had been more safety measures on that gun, that could have presented a little bit of a difficulty if a rampaging bull came to town, but maybe that kid would still be alive. And maybe the many, many thousands of people who died needlessly thanks to ill-stored guns could still be alive. But he doesn't want you to think about that. He wants you to think about something that will scare you. And the idea is that a cow could ram your house or a bull could be trying to destroy the car that your son is. It's all nonsense, man. It's all nonsense. And they roll this out constantly. When they're not trying to convince you that like a band of immigrants are about to storm your property, they go to dangerous animals. And sometimes they say things like, when they were arguing that guns should be made available in schools because bears sometimes attack schools, okay? Or feral hogs, whole packs of feral hogs can come for you. But now what they've got like left is cows, that cows can be dangerous, so you shouldn't lock up your guns. There should be no safety, no responsibility. I will remind everyone pointlessly that the NRA used to be a gun safety and training organization. It was for people who took the idea of being a responsible gun owner seriously and not just as like a bumper sticker, to have. And you just really think that guns are cool or whatever. And we are so far past that. And it's not to say that cows can never be dangerous. Did you know that cows apparently do kill 20 to 22 people each year? Okay, and not just from bulls, from the regular cows too. It does happen. It seems based on the type of attacks where it happens to be somewhat predictable, but why not use it as the excuse to never have to do anything to secure or make safe your firearms? And I'm in closing, I'm not even gonna say that this is the most embarrassing argument that's been used to stop gun safety legislation. A Republican senator once claimed that South Dakotans need AR-15s to shoot prairie dogs. Because those things, when they gang up on you, they'll get you. And you can't shoot them with A 22, I guess, you need to literally blow them to dust. A prairie dog is like this big, man. You need a weapon of war to take down a prairie dog. How bad are you with guns? Pretty bad, apparently, pretty bad. And the problem in America remains pretty bad because of people like this state senator, Warren Limmer.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.